All right, let's go to the Rose Bowl. The best game in all of sports. The Rose Bowl, it looks the best. The pageantry of it is incredible. You have two great teams in Oregon and Ohio State. This is the big one. A rematch of October 12th, where Oregon won 32-31, and it was basically Will Howard did not have enough time, ran out, tried to scramble and make something happen, not enough time. In a game that was literally back and forth. I don't think any team held a double-digit lead at any point in time. I think the largest lead was 9 at one point. Oregon scored twice to make it a 9-point game, and that was it. It was 14-16, and then Oregon scored a couple times, made it 15-14. That was as far as it got. It was literally a back and forth game. In that October 12th game, both quarterbacks threw for over 320 yards and 3 TDs, no interceptions. What are the keys to this game? I think for Ohio State, you have to be aggressive. You saw what they were able to do against Tennessee last week, where from the opening kickoff, Ohio State was aggressive with the football, throwing it downfield, stretching the defense, and Tennessee had no answers. Now, I do think that if you are to go with that game plan, I do think that Oregon is better suited for that on the outside. Not necessarily because I think Tennessee has a better defensive line, but I think on the outside, Oregon has the speed and the length to kind of keep up with those Ohio State wide receivers. But I think that Ohio State has to be aggressive. And they're going to have to run the football, try to establish the line of scrimmage, and be aggressive throwing the ball downfield. That's what I would do if I was Ohio State. I think that's the way that you're going to beat this Oregon team. It is really hard for Oregon. It is really hard to beat a good team twice. And you had them at home. You played a really clean game. You won the turnover battle by 2, and you win by 1. I think it's really hard to beat a team twice. Oregon is going to have to win the turnover battle again. They're going to have to, I also think they're going to have to be aggressive, which they were in that first matchup. They were aggressive against Ohio State. But you also got to be able to run the ball. We saw what Michigan was able to do, just kind of make it an ugly game against Ohio State. Didn't want to get into the shootout. Oregon, you have won a shootout already. So if you can dominate the line of scrimmage, impose your will offensively at the line, and then get quick strikes in the pass game, I think Oregon wins the game. This is the hardest game to pick. It is Ohio State is a 2-point favorite here at the Rose Bowl. I'm going to go with Oregon. I am not extremely confident in this pick, but I'm going to take Oregon, take the points +2. I'm not extremely confident in this, but I think that Dan Lanning can get his players up for this one. David, if you haven't watched Ducks versus Them on the Oregon YouTube channel, it's a documentary that the media team, the creative team at Oregon has done all season long. And Dan Lanning is one heck of a football coach. And I think that he has the team that can win a national championship and run the table. This is going to be difficult. Getting a week rest, I think, does benefit Oregon. Some of these teams might not have much of a benefit. I think this benefits Oregon. Make sure that you're healthy. Were able to watch the game against Ohio State last week against Tennessee. I think that benefits them. I am taking Oregon in another very back and forth game. I'll take them to win by 3 over Ohio State.